Welcome back to day 30. No, not day 30. Day 20. I'm at day 20. Day 20 of daily Valhalla. Let's play the game. This one. We need to make sure Jill here doesn't get evicted. Just 3 days. Alright, let's go to work. Work. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Let's have New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, that kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note, Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take it all and stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask you this, how fair I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up to you, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom we talked about. The fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take too much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Well, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in a different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Fine, now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideous stupid mistake and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenora, we never broke up formally, so I was afraid of that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenora was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby was in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Eh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't Letta say she wanted to understand you? If you want to bail on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. You want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hate being like that? Who's Armitage? Armitage? City Hacker. Oh, Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hate feeling like this. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there, if need be. Hey boss, thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah, anyways, let's start the day. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one. 2 weeks ago, I got a note in the mail. This one's from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not, I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Joe. Thanks. Happy holidays. Someone's happy. Build a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute of the day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seemed to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy, I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyways, can you give me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. 31st to... Nope. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rock's next. Here, thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? You should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here today. Sadly I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How's she been lately? She's been better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. Ahem. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had a depressive bounce from time to time. And who could blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Sai was on the team. Team? Her mom's clinic was about to close, and then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say's not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalence to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she was a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. Oh, the reality of things. They basically branded her as a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning. The total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, would you? Sure. Cold and sweet. Get the animal in. Oh, but it's not cold. What about Brandtini? That's aged. On the rocks this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Blended. Moonblast. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for you, you know? Now that you mention it. So, I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fair and dandy, huh? It's a mess. They tried to fix it over time, and I'm glad they say they actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emily, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphania, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born, she started her ventriloquy clinic, so he'd come back. He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. I'm not saying deserved, or that's just, or not just like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean. But, hey, good for you, Say. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but, oh, don't worry, I laughed too. The dramatic irony there is the, yeah, they get it. I love this game. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer should become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there's people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel the warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper parts of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that too, but I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your order. Oh, that, right. Damn, Joe's distraction is the letter that she even talked to me. That's the first here. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? What did they call you Say when they call me Aunt Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry, I had to leave her. I'm on work overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there was fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safer to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck, and it was plastic so they couldn't just try and break it. Why do I feel like we know who this dog is? That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah, we'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about his next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye Joe, bye Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to, and also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice, we played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. But our leftovers then left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Classy? Why do I get her a... Oh. Let's get her brandy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Age mix. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow got into her head that being born on the 25th, she was a spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. They made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says that Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. Like her whole solution as a kid. Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella's mentioned that she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Think about a rough period where you were angry or something. Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that though. Even if I face the same situation, I won't return, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. I expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you give me something bubbly? Sure. Wow. Maybe I'm reading it too fast, because... let's get her cobalt. Maybe I'm reading it too fast, because she asked for another drink too fast. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey Joe, this might seem a bit random, but... do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you were the second white knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about the story. How was your other experience with the white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motion, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her that I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machine outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case though. The way that she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Joe. It makes me kinda jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even the cue was thrown in my face. I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you could compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you served. Weird. I mean, really, just two? Weird, I know. I spent more of my life with almost no interaction with white knights until I met you. Means you have a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Joe. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. This is when they were talking that she has different... Is Sai... is special? Okay, I had a bunch of pauses because people were bugging me, but I could keep playing. I wonder if I left food for 4. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Ah, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. Let's give her drink to... Where is it? That one. Let's cheer her up, you know? Aged and mixed. Here. This is nice. Nice. Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how did you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell? Oh no. Oh no. I know where this is going. How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells you I'm not just a stimulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to this bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a solistic crisis of sorts? What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solis means alone and ispis means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noise? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this? It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they stop making sense. Why? Calm down, that's just semantic station. Stop making words up, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. She's so cute like that. Let's get her something sweet. Let's get her blue fairy. 1. Maniac laughing. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since early today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian. But I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. Out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is that real? Am I real? What tells me that I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? That I'm just a human girl in a comatose room? Something tells me, what tells me that you're real? Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination, or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis. That is that uncertainty about whether things are not real. It was a couple of months ago only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch, and the fear got worse. What did you use to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World. One of my favorites. At one point, wait. The Last Rain in the World. Let me Google this. The Last Rain in the World. Let's see if it's a real book. It's not a real book. It's a collab? What is this? Someone posted on the subreddit. None of the game is probably referenced something. Well, I couldn't find anything in English literature referring to a Spanish book. Do they speak Spanish? I see that I'm right. They do speak Spanish. The Yellow Wolf. It is a little Spanish up there. Like Yuya. No, that's not. Oh, okay. So it is a collab. It was a collab that did. At one point, I I cried with the book, and then I realized I was crying over fake things, its story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality? Like I thought the book was like gonna be like kind of like a non-fiction book, like telling you stuff, but she was crying about the story. I'm guessing the story is the game. Reality like that too. Even a figment of someone's imagination, and I still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. Phew. Why did you throw it on? I can't get over her face. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And it burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana Zane. Oh, I've been here before. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. What were we... Chill. I fucking love chill. What were your boss do with such a big thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? Honey, I think this wiener is too big to eat correctly. Wow. Maybe you can prepare some right now. What did you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? Seriously, Joe? She's like making the jokes, and you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacob boy, what's your real name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. You might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Oh, this guy's ridiculous. Oh my god. Let's do it like that. I don't want to get too drunk, you know, but he could enjoy himself. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way? Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? And not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't thinking on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know. It fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess? Well, duty calls. Bye Mario, bye John, bye honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for you to sound like I get it, don't worry. You like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also semi-legal leagues going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substances, abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christian Love? Miss Love, of course. Everybody knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten up to a pulp if they ever turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anybody. Oh. You want anything else? I have a piano man. Alright. Oops. Wrong one. This one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the rocks and next. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird. Do you believe in holobots? Replibots? There's a belief that some Lilim out there are designed to be perfectly replicated as... Wait. There is the belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That somebody or something replaces the humans with such Lilims. Thus, they call them Replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had almost the same look, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw that kid Lilim here, they can easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as humans. They could be passing off as humans under our own very own noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim's behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risk with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember that I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the nebulae crabs invade. When the replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered that I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey! They brought you a package. Ah, yes. My curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. Do you guys want some of it? That's a new one. Have some pocket money. I'm out of excuse. Could've just used that I left the wiener. Jill wonders if Maneki Neckles actually bring luck. Playing well for never getting too distracting. Well, too bad, Jill. You are running low on money. You have 2 days to make it up. Even though space was imagined as a promised land, a place where humanity will start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shine Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army. Following alleged threats from notorious terrorist group, we're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is that so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how vain it's become. We all live in a world where we could just plunge into the internet and live in there for as long as our wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. The tradition of views on human relationships have changed so much that marrying a little object feels like kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might somewhat be different, but it's just plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, grandma. Wanna marry me? Can't marry your own son. And some places you can. Back here in America. Oh, yikes. The final remastered leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016 Ziek Postmodern RPG opens the chart this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hasune Miku Project Remastered. Oh my god! We know what that's referred to. Full charts including lifetime sales. Zeke, the final remaster, 3.5 new. Wait, is this a reference to that Disney game? What is it called? Kingdom Hearts. This is the third final this year. And the third final this year, that's basically... I think the game was too old back then, but that's basically Attack on Titan now, actually. Oh my god, this game is so good. Your horror sounds cute for nerds. This one. The bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Hooray! Everyone is neat, just like me. Anyways, the place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Also, I've never been there. I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So is that I just heard from the distance? No, so is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just kind of want a place to chill for a bit. I mean, you people, can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself? You are. God, I love this game. Everything, all the how Jill, characters, everybody. But that is day 19 of Day Valhalla. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully Jill has enough money so she doesn't get kicked out. But bye.